Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes, or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there. See, I'm not even going to play all this time. I won't attach anyone's good name to this. All right. That's right, kids. Welcome back to part 2 of Avengers The Crossing here on Marvel Tales. I don't know if we should advertise it's us. But anyway, I am Phil. Joining me, as always, the guy you can trust not to murder you in your sleep. It is.
Yes. Justin the Owl swooping in to cover this story. I guess you can call it a story.
Yes. Well, this story, quote unquote.
This event.
Alright, kids. So, yes, part 2 of Avengers The Crossing. If we sound weary, because we're recording this minutes after last week's episode. So.
Yes. We're already 6 issues into The Crossing.
So this time we'll cover Iron Man 321, Force Works 17, Avengers 392, War Machine 20, Iron Man 322, and Force Works 18.
Yes.
Woo.
We're getting the next, up to part 12 of this crossover. You're getting with this episode.
Yeah, that's right. About halfway, yes.
That's right.
Oh, we're halfway there. Living on a prayer, all right.
Yeah, exactly. Several at this point.
All right, so yes, this time we're going to start with Iron Man 321. Oh, do you see the tagline on the app for this one? Tony Stark, murderer. I think we've literally saw him murder someone, so I don't know what that question mark's about. Unless it's
about a month ago.
Unless it's like a Skrull or something. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Tony Stark killed someone.
Yeah.
I like the art in this one. It's who's this? Hector
Oliveira
and Marcos Titelli.
Marcos Titelli, yeah.
I'm not that familiar with them, but no, I thought the art in this one was pretty good.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I don't think anyone's physicality was too exaggerated, or
yeah, there weren't. I don't think there were any toothpick wastes in this one.
Yeah, no.
There were several in the issues we just covered.
Yeah. But yeah, this one opens up with Tony Stark and Hank Pym trying to break through that damn mystery door.
The mystery door in the basement of Avengers Mansion.
Yep. Yeah. Full repulsor blasts, everything they have. Nothing's getting through that door.
Yeah.
And it seems like Hank Pym's having trouble changing sizes.
Yeah. They make a pill for that.
You beat me to it. I was about to say, I hear that happens to men at an advanced stage sometimes. Avengers The Crossing, the search for more Viagra.
The middle-age crisis begins.
Why did Tony Stark flip out, go insane, and start killing people? Because he couldn't get a boner.
All those years of drinking.
That's why he was crying on Bethany's shoulder, because she was there naked and he couldn't get it.
For the first time. Nothing's happening, Bethany.
You're my type. You're my type. You're a redhead. I mean, look, Black Widow, Pepper Potts. You're my type, and I can't do it.
You've got this gorgeous cleavage barely poking out through your nightie. Like nothing's happening.
I even caught you those Stark issued bolt-on boobs, and nothing is working.
And the Black Widow bodysuit and everything. Still not even a rumble from the nether regions. The man who has it all.
No
extremist.
That's why. You're saying. See, that's the thing. Didn't Viagra happen because they were looking for? It was supposed to be like a heart medication originally or something.
Yes.
Like, yeah, it don't do nothing for the heart, but yeah, it's really working down there. That's what Extremist was. It was original search for Viagra. Oh, yes.
And it went horribly wrong. As with most discoveries like that.
Can weaponize humans now. Weaponized Viagra. Oh, we're going with that.
I like that.
Shut up and just lay there. Put it here. Power of the penis.
Extremist Part 4.
Power of the penis.
Is that a sentient tongue?
Oh, Extremist Part 6, the conclusion.
Come.
Oh, I love it.
See? We don't want to talk about the crossing. We're just going to sit here and talk about penis for an hour.
Tony Stark and Viagra. Much more entertaining.
So they're just like, yeah, we can't get through this door. And, oh God, once again, this time Hank Pym, oh no, I'm fine. I just have a slight headache. Hardly even a pressure, really. More like a subtle tapping. Really?
Jeez.
Really? Or, again, back to that. Oh, well, did you say that's what she said?
Tap, tap, tapping my way downtown.
Oh.
Tap, tapping my way downtown.
Oh, with you two, I feel like I do just like a musical version of some episode.
Yes, totally. Get some auto-tune in there.
Way downtown.
We should do that one of these days.
And I don't know if this was supposed to be a red herring or if she's just like Iron Man's lackey, but yeah, that Susie Endo finally arrives.
At the airport,
Yeah.
Rocking those shoulder pads.
And is it just me or it said that we had two pencilers, so I'm assuming one did some parts and some did the other, because like this middle part where like she's talking to Tony Stark and then he calls Moonraker and stuff, that looks like a different art. So
it is a different artist. It's Sergio Cariello, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they did have two artists for this particular issue.
Then he calls Moonraker, get everyone together, got a surprise for you. And then he calls Hercules.
Hercules looking very buffed out. The veins are bursting out on his arms and everything.
Ah, he's juicing.
He's just been blessed in the gym.
If you're a big guy, if you're a big strong guy like that, it seems like in the 90s a lot of the they put them in like in the shirts like that. You know, Hercules, Hulk, Professor Hulk was wearing a tank top for a while,
That was just barely painted on.
Exactly.
It looked like if they sneezed or moved a certain way, that would have torn in half. Yeah.
Well, I must say they were equal opportunity, man. They gave you half-naked women. They gave you half-naked men, too. So,
yeah. I wasn't complaining in the 90s, believe me.
Swimsuit issues. That's all I'll say. Swimsuit issues.
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it wasn't all bad in the 90s. Believe me, kids. There was a lot of good stuff.
Oh, my God. We could do an episode or two on this swimsuit special.
We should. We should add that for next year for the summer or something.
Oh my God! Oh no, we should do that for an anniversary issue. See who get like Lilith in here. See if we can get like Ray or Wrestle or somebody in here. Yeah.
I bet Ray would love to do the swimsuit issues too. I think he and I were talking about that once on Into the Night.
What is it, the Punisher wearing like a skull speedo or something?
And I remember the tug of war too, and Tony wearing his armor. He was the only one in his costume was wearing his full armor. So funny.
I just remember X-Women and Mary Jane Watson. That's all I remember.
Yes.
See, after this call, then Tony's working at he's trying to put together the surveillance footage or whatever from when Marilla is killed.
Mm-hmm.
And right as he's about to see himself, he blacks out. Oh no, he does see himself. He's like, "It can't be.
It can't be."
Then he blacks out.
Yeah. And when he comes to, it appears as though Hank has been killed.
Yes. So as he's like wandering through the mansion, that's when Marianne Rogers shows up.
Yes. Looking as crazy as ever.
And attacking him with her psychic powers.
Yeah. Yeah, he goes, feels like she severed half my calf muscles with that last psi beam.
And that shirt starts ripping. I mean, for a pampered playboy, man, he looks pretty ripped.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess after his surgery, after he got his spinal column fixed, he hit the gym.
I guess, or unless as you're using that armor, it's like a workout. Maybe. I mean, I know there's servos and stuff in there, but yeah.
I'm sure that suit must weigh quite a bit. Just walking around in it's probably a workout.
You try doing Mach 2 like this.
For who knows how long.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, and as Marianne Rogers is floating like down the staircase, again, impossible physique there. I mean, it looks like her back and her butt kind of do like a 90-degree angle.
Her telekinetic abilities are impacting the curvature of her spinal column.
Seriously, it looks like her back's doing like a backward L. Like the butt juts off, and it's just. Ugh. I know it's the 90s, but come on, kids, come on.
I know. I think that artist spent a little bit too much time on that particular panel.
I mean, if you want, it's like, keep a believable human body. I mean, you can give her the big boobs and the big ass, but it's like keep the back. Let's get a straight spine here.
Yeah, there's another panel right before that where she was attacking him, and like her butt was sticking out, and her legs were tucked underneath her, and
because she's like leaping, her butt's like over her head and stuff. Yeah.
It's so funny.
Come on, get your head out of your butt, buddy.
Hey, man, she's trying to put him in a trance.
Look at my
Yeah. She knows what this guy's about. She knows what he likes.
Look at my butt.
But then, it's just as it seems like Marianne's going to get him, but then, she gets taken down by Mask.
She gets tased by Mask.
No longer a madam.
Yep. No longer a lady of the night.
But then we see, Hank's not dead. He wakes up. But he can't find Tony.
What was that all about?
It's the crossing, so who the hell knows?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so let's get... Now, next part is Force Works number 17.
Featuring a new character.
Oh, yeah. Well, a new version of a character, yes.
That's true, yeah.
Because, yes, Susie Endo is going to make her big move here, kids.
Yeah, old Susie.
Or as she becomes the known Cybermancer. So, what did you think of that costume? That's very 90s.
Yeah, super 90s.
Got the purple visor, which doesn't match the rest of the costume.
The shoulder pads.
Is that a tiara?
I think so, yeah. And the gauntlets. The big gauntlets.
Yes.
It's definitely 90s.
Look, even Hawkeye's feeling on the cover. Hawkeye's feeling the effects of this storyline. First assignment: defeat Hawkeye.
Hawkeye's like, when will it end?
Yeah, then we get this weird thing in the beginning in Vietnam, where this
a little subplot in Vietnam.
Yeah, the kid disappears, and all his friends don't remember him.
Which I assumed had something to do with the subplot from the previous issue, where all the weird stuff was happening and nobody could remember things. Yeah,
which is fine, but like nothing like this seems to be happening anywhere else.
Yeah, in the Marvel universe, yeah,
or even in the other parts of this crossover, just in Force Works.
Yeah, it's strange. Yeah.
So, then we see. Well, it looks like Cybermancer's sparring with Iron Man and U.S. Agent, and it looks like she kills U.S. Agent. But again, this is the holodeck, so. So yeah, second issue of Force Works in a row. We've opened up on the holodeck here.
Yeah. I wonder if that was a recurring theme in Force Works for a while.
Yeah, and that's when the real U.S. agent shows up and is like, "Who are you?
Who are you, and why did you just kill me?"
Exactly. And that's when Iron Man explains that she's going to be the new member who replaces Sentry. And Scarlet Witch shows up and says, "Replace Sentry? This is the first I've heard of it."
Yeah. Nobody cleared this with me.
Yeah. Moonraker told me you demanded an urgent team meeting this morning.
I could understand how they would be mad, though, if Tony was, like, never around as a member of the team. And then all of a sudden waltzed in and said, "Oh, I'm back, and by the way, I brought a brand new member with me."
Well, it's the thing, too. He agreed that, I think he's even the one who said, "Oh, Scarlet Witch should be the team leader." And then it's like, "Oh, hey, here's a new team member for your team." It's like, really? You don't think they even run this by me?
Yeah. I can understand why they'd be mad at him. Yeah. It's a little high-handed.
Yeah. So, yeah, they go to their little meeting room, and Tony's telling them, she's the new team member. No, they met her before during the Mandarin crossover thing. Yeah.
Right, which happened, I think, not too long before this.
Yeah, I think it was around Iron Man 310 or something. So it's probably not quite a year since. Yeah. It's the last crossover before this.
Right, the last big one. Yeah. And when they're in the meeting too, check out the images on the holo screen of Marilla and Yellow Jacket. Those do not look like Marilla or Yellow Jacket at all.
Yeah, especially Marilla, yeah.
Yeah. That's the sexiest Marilla that ever happened.
I know.
She never looked like that. Like,
she's looking more human, and she didn't never look that human.
Yeah, no. She was always supposed to be ugly. Like, that was the point of Marilla.
Yeah.
She was ugly, but she was adorable, and you couldn't help but love her.
But yeah, he tells after the whole team thing, he tells them, these two have been murdered, and then it's like, oh, here we got footage of Hawkeye like stalking through the mansion.
Yeah, and Hawkeye. That was another thing. They're gonna explain that Hawkeye's incendiary arrows were enough to kill Yellow Jacket and like blow a hole through Marilla's head, like
vaporize them.
Yeah.
And again, it's like that could easily be planted. It's like you're telling me those arrows, that's the only thing that material's made out of, really?
Right. Yeah. Hawkeye's the only person who has access to that weaponry? I don't think so.
Oh, I think that's even like Scarlet Witch and U.S. Agent points. Like, it can't be Hawkeye. And Iron Man's like, no.
No, I swear it was. Oh, God, it's bad.
But yeah, for Scarlet Witch, it's like, well, if you knew this yesterday, why'd you wait to tell us this until now? And he's like, because Wanda, I couldn't bring myself to think of Clint this way.
I needed to be sure.
Yeah, we're talking about forensic evidence, and again, I know he's kind of like off the grid, but if like stuff like this is going down, wouldn't you call Captain America?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess at this point Iron Man doesn't want to, but it's like,
I wonder if
or try to call Thor in,
Was this during the Fighting Chance story? I wonder.
No, I think this is during Mark Waid's run.
Oh, it is.
That's
right.
Because remember, because he's that's what I'm saying. Oh, you know what? Oh, is this when the president exiled him out of the country?
Maybe.
No. Because
what?
No, because there's a crossover, like right the issue before that, where it's an issue of Cap, an issue of Thor, an issue of Iron Man, and it's Teen Iron Man. So it might be early.
Yeah,
it might be early in Wade's run. Yeah.
We'll have to cover some of that Mark Waid run of Captain America.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a long time since I've read that. I'd love to go back and revisit that.
Oh, hell yeah.
I can't remember that timeline now.
Do Mark Waid's first run, skip Heroes Reborn, come back when Wade comes back.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, even I'm not going to touch Heroes Reborn. Like, I'll do the crossing. We'll touch that one with a 10-foot pole. But
I think I have Lilith agreed that she'll do Heroes Reborn when she can get completely drunk. So
yes, intoxication has to be involved when talking about that. It's a prerequisite.
All right. Yeah, it's either it's either right before Wade's run or it's right at the beginning. So, well, there was one issue where he was missing, and everyone's like, "Oh, what happened to Cap?" And then we see that. Yeah, no, because in Fighting Chance, the Super Soldier Serum was going bad, but then at the beginning of Wade's run, the Red Skull saves him because he's like, "I need your help to defeat Hitler in the Cosmic Cube."
That's right. Yeah.
So they give him a blood transfusion because he was in a Steve Rogers clone body.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And that's when, spoilers, kids, yes, after many, many years thought dead, yes, Mark Waid brought back Sharon Carter.
Yeah. Surprise.
I was like Diamondback better.
I did too.
So, yeah. Iron Man says Hawkeye's their responsibility because it's like, if things had gone differently, he might have been a member of Force Work, because again, West Coast Avengers by any other name, so.
Right.
So basically, they're saying, yeah, U.S. agent's gonna go talk to Hawkeye himself, and Iron Man doesn't like that, but Scarlet Witch is like, no, this is a team thing, and the team decides, yeah, this is where we're gonna do it.
Yeah, and they had kind of made a little bit of a friendship.
Yes.
Hawkeye and U.S. Agent had fostered kind of a bit of a friendship over the years.
After they beat the hell out of each other in Avengers West Coast 69.
Yeah. After they almost killed each other, yeah.
Avengers West Coast 69. Take a drink, Lil.
That's right. That's a great issue, too.
Then we get one page of that kid in Vietnam who disappeared in Vietnam somewhere, and he starts glowing.
Something weird's happening with him.
And some figure says, the scanner says he's turning. Tell Control we've located another positive. Damn, those COVID tests are getting invasive.
Yeah. They were ahead of the curve there.
I know. But meanwhile, Hawkeye's somewhere pulling a pool hall.
Just trying to do his thing, poor Hawkeye.
It says he hasn't missed a shot all day until U.S. Agent walks in and says something about the murders at the mansion.
Yeah.
Then he kind of scratches it. And U.S. Agent's like, where does you kill them? What?
Yeah, I guess those incendiary arrows can, atomize people.
Exactly. If they're not powerful to atomize matter, wouldn't they atomize themselves?
Yeah. That's so bad.
But U.S. Agent's like, we got to sort this out. But nope, Iron Man followed him.
Yeah. Way to complicate things again, Tony.
And Hawkeye's like, what did you do? And he sees Iron Man. He's like, what are you, his posse?
Superior puss.
I love that.
So yeah, Iron Man starts attacking Iron Man, but then Cybermancer kind of takes him down with a neural blast or something.
Yep.
Then we go back to Force Works headquarters, and Moonraker seems to be like in a weird trance. And Julia's daughter's like, what's wrong with him? Rachel's like, what's wrong with him? Then Agent and Iron Man get back, and Scarlet Witch, what's wrong? Agent's like, ask him. But Scarlet Witch says, this is too far. She's like, that's it. She says, you pushed it too far. I can't trust you anymore. Iron Man, are you resigning from the team, Wanda? She goes, no, you are.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Those are fighting words.
He says, did you mean that? You don't want me to You want me to leave? She says, you stopped being a part of this team ages ago.
It's true. He hasn't really been a member of the team for a while.
He waltzes in when he needs something, yeah.
Yeah.
Then they see that something's wrong with Moonraker, and
Moonraker's spazzing out a bit.
He's saying, Vietnam just disappeared. They're all like, Viet where?
What?
Is that a real place?
Yeah.
And he's like, I was afraid of this. The archive computer never heard of it either. Call me crazy, but I know darn well there should be a country called Vietnam right there. Maybe.
That's cool. Phil, I want to kind of go back and read this now.
Yeah.
What happened with this subplot here? One good thing came out of this is that my interest in Force Works is reinvigorated.
But that's the thing. It's just supposed to be part of the crossing, though. I don't think this is like a regular Force Work. But
it kind of is in the whole Hawkeye framing Hawkeye for the murders.
Yeah. Well,
that's the piece that's connected to the crossing. But that's
I think Vietnam is so like maybe are we wiping everyone's memory of the female villain, the main villain, because there's a man and a woman. Are we wiping the memory of the woman?
Yeah, hard to say.
So Scarlet Witch starts telling everyone where to, you go off here. But then Iron Man says, I have to report back to the Avengers about Clint because you made your feelings clear. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Wanda.
Oh, that's the one we should cover. Another one we should cover, Avengers West Coast, the last issue,
Oh, yes.
where they're basically like, we quit, we're going to become Force Works.
Yeah, we should do that.
That cover where like they're just like sitting at the meeting table and U.S. agents about to punch Captain.
Yeah, that's the very last issue, isn't it? Yeah. We should totally cover that. Because we're going to cover the first one pretty soon.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, we're going to get to a bunch of those. I love that series.
Me too. That's one of my favorites.
It's so funny because like they didn't end it at 100. 101 was like a crossover with like the other Avengers book and I think the X-Men, and then they ended it at 102. It was so weird.
Yeah, it was so weird. There was that X-Men crossover with Exodus in 101, and then 102 was the end. Yeah, it was so weird. And then it was ForceWorks almost immediately after that, right?
Oh yeah, they just like it was just like immediate rebranding. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Wonder Man shows up at the end of 102, and then they kill him off in ForceWorks 1.
Yeah. So crazy.
I'm like, is this why we canceled his book, so we can kill him off?
Yeah. I remember not being a fan of that when I read that the first time.
Exactly. That's kind of soured me on ForceWorks. That's why I didn't read a lot of those right away after the fact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, yeah, Hawkeye's in custody, but he's still unconscious, so... Mm-hmm. After an agent yells at Cybermancer to get out, he's like,
"Get out!"
He wants to call World Watch HQ. Get me Jim Rhodes.
Yeah, and then they're attacked by these weird creatures.
Oh yeah, Spider-Woman, Scarlet Witch, Moonraker, and what's that other guy? Oh, Fisher. Yeah, they get
Fisher. Yeah,
kind of their plane kind of gets brought down. So. Yeah. Yeah, it's so weird because it's like part of the crossing, but I don't think we see them again until the next issue of ForceWorks.
That's true, yeah. Yeah, we don't find out what happens until the next.
It's kind of like ForceWorks was trying to do its own thing in the middle of a crossover. It's so weird.
Yeah, it's so strange.
I don't know if that's the thing. That's like another problem was like people were like trying to keep their own storylines going in the middle of this crossover.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the War Machine issue, too, that we're going to cover, that also didn't really, at least it didn't feel like it had a whole lot to do with everything else.
Oh, yeah, and Rhodey even had like his own status quo, too. It was starting to change at the time, too, so that didn't help matter.
Right. I had forgotten about this other armor, actually. I had completely forgotten about this alien suit.
What's with everyone getting alien suits?
They're trying to rip off Quasar.
Exactly. Or Spider-Man.
Yeah.
All right.
It works so well for them.
Well, Spider-Man, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Avengers 392 is next. It says the stunning return of the most unexpected Avenger ever. And it isn't the Swordsman.
Yeah.
The art in this one is kind of weird. I mean, it's not... It's that MC Wyman.
MC Wyman, yeah.
I mean... Maybe it's just the armor, but look how jacked Iron Man looks on that first page.
Yeah, man. I know. He looks enormous.
Yeah, I mean, his arms and legs look like Hercules' arms and legs.
Yeah. And he's not the only one that has those proportions.
Oh, no, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess they're actually trying to like build something to seal off Avengers Mansion, but it doesn't work. It starts like falling apart.
Yeah, they're trying to build like this wall around it. Wall it in.
Well,
again, that's kind of the problem with having Avengers Mansion like smack dab in the middle of New York City, because like if some extra dimensional threat or something happens at the mansion, like you're in like one of the most heavily populated cities in the world.
At least the mansion's close to the ground. Like I don't like Avengers Tower because like someone tries to take out the top of that tower, then there's debris raining down on the city.
Exactly. Yeah. And at least when they had Hydro Base, they're out in the middle of the ocean.
Exactly.
No, not a whole lot of other people would be put into jeopardy.
Oh my God, that would be an ambitious project. Cover every issue of Acts of Vengeance.
Ooh,
everybody's title.
Wow,
that would take months. That would take months. Yeah. I mean, Spider-Man had 3 monthly books at the time by himself. But I think every Marvel book got
every single
one. Punisher, Moon Knight,
Punisher,
all the X books.
Yeah.
God, Quasar. I know Quasar at the time.
Absorbing Man was Quasar.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh, there was he got a few. Oh no, there's another one he fought, the Red Ghost on the moon.
Oh yeah, yes. The Red Ghost. Yeah.
And then the final one, he ran into Cosmic Spider-Man, and they had to take out Terminus.
That's right, Terminus. Oh, I loved Acts of Vengeance. What a crazy mess that was.
Oh my God, I loved. Oh my, one of my favorites. Do you remember the Grey Hulk? Oh my God.
The Gray Hulk with the Gray Gargoyle?
Yes!
Yes.
He turns Banner to stone and thinks, oh, that was easy. And then, of course, the sun goes down and nothing stops that transformation. Nothing.
Nothing.
Even get turned to stone. And he just smacks the Gray Gargoyle around. I love it. He even like breaks his arm. He's like, you got until you turn to human to fix that. You might want to get on that.
Yeah, that one was fantastic.
Oh,
I also loved Camestro versus Iron Man. I thought that one was really
cool. Yeah.
Because I think he destroyed his armor in that one.
Oh, and and the Thor ones, isn't that where one of the ones where he battled Juggernaut?
Yes.
And
the new Warriors first appeared. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There was so much good stuff in Acts Avengers. Hell, even just the Avengers books. Yeah, that's when they sink. Yeah. Doom sinks Hydro Base. Yeah.
Sink Hydro Base. Yeah. There was that excellent issue where the Mandarin fought the Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so much good stuff in Acts Avengers.
Yeah, we could cover Acts Avengers. That would probably take us. We could do it like a summer extravaganza.
I was going to say maybe next summer, June, July, August. Yeah, something.
Yeah. Because this year, actually, on Marvel Tales, we're covering a bunch of crossovers for summer.
Yeah, like the annuals from the annuals. Yeah.
So we could continue that theme next year. Yeah, I like that idea.
Oh my God, that'd be funny. Get like somebody to like introduce it. Get recordings of someone introducing each episode.
Yes, I love that.
Get once we get to the Moon Knight issues, have like Ray introduce it or something.
Yeah.
Then you get, oh my God, I guarantee you I can get a little Hellfire recording saying, I can't believe they're doing this crap.
For the Spider-Man issues, yeah.
Phil, you've gone too far.
You promised me we would never talk about X-Vengeance.
No, we did the Spider-Man ones like way back on Ultimate Spider-Cast, but it's
you did?
I'll do them again. I don't care.
Yeah.
Oh my God! No, I'd sure just be like, you're putting Justin through the whole crossover. What the heck?
Yes, all 100 parts of it.
Oh, pretty much. Again, every book, Marvel book at the time, got what 2-3 months of that? Oh my God!
Yeah, I was obsessed with X-Vengeance when it came out. I was determined to get them all, and I think that I did get almost all of them. My parents were very patient with me for those few months. They're like, okay, you can do some extra chores, I guess. Yeah.
I know. I remember just I'd say Spider-Man can fly now. They shoot laser blasts.
He just fought the Sentinels.
Oh, the Tri-Sentinels.
The Tri-Sentinels. Yeah.
He starts off small. First he smacks around the Trapster.
The Trapster. Yeah. And Tess 1.
Oh yeah.
The robot.
Titania. Goliath. Oh God, the Brothers Grimm.
The Brothers Grimm. That was Web of Spider-Man, wasn't it? Yeah.
No, I think it was Spectacular.
Oh, Spectacular.
Yeah, Goliath was Web of Titania, Goliath. Oh, and the last web, Dragon Man.
Dragon Man, yes.
He just like keeps burning Peter's costume off, and he has to like just like recreate a costume out of molecules. He's like, stop doing that.
Yeah. Interesting that when he had those powers, he kept going up against robots.
Oh yeah,
giant robots. Yeah.
All right, kids. Warning: we have suffered the Guy Gardner effect here. When we covered like the '90s Guy Gardner stuff, we kept like just talking about anything except like the issues of Guy Gardner.
Oh yeah.
So anytime we get off track now, we're just like, we're not talking Guy Gardner issues.
Anything but Guy Gardner.
So it appears the crossing has that same effect.
Yes, well, it's to be expected.
Like hypnotic powers to make you talk about anything else but the crossing. But yeah, Acts of Vengeance was so good.
Yeah, we should totally cover that next year. I love that idea, Phil.
Oh my God, can you imagine? Everyone would roll their eyes if we're like, yeah, if we wrote down every idea we had, we'd probably have our schedule set to like 2025 or something.
Oh, definitely. At least. Yeah. Especially with all the Captain America, all the Mark Gruenwald Captain America stuff.
Again, that's the thing, man. I could talk straight Iron Man every week. I could talk Gruenwald Captain America every week. Oh my God. Yeah. Even if we just took it one issue at a time, I could talk Mark Gruenwald every week, Captain America every week.
Yeah, me too.
I mean,
yeah.
that would take forever because he had a 10-year run on Cap.
10 years.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
That's what I said. Modern comics, you don't get that anymore. Him, Peter David had 10 years on the Hulk, right?
Yeah.
Even the number one top selling writer at Marvel or DC doesn't get that anymore.
Yeah. It's not even like 5 years. It's not even half that tenure.
I mean, you're lucky you get like 2 years. Oh, did you see? I mean, Kelly Thompson is a miracle worker. Her Captain Marvel run's about to end at issue 50.
Oh. She's been writing it from the beginning, right?
Yes, from issue 1, yes.
Yes.
And in this day and age, she got something that wasn't Spider-Man or Batman or an Avengers to 50.
Yeah, that is an accomplishment.
The Iron Man book can't do that right now. I don't think Captain America has gotten that right now. It's,
yeah, that's a significant accomplishment.
She got a Carol Danvers book to 50 in the current
that's good.
Comic world. Yeah.
And the previous one didn't make it that far, did it?
No, the last time Carol Danvers made it to 50, she was Miss Marvel.
Oh, that's right.
It was the series that started, I think, was it 2006 or something? But that's the last time that book that character got to 50 issues.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have to get the collection of that series. I'd love to read that.
Oh, it's good right now. She's like teaming up with the X-Men. They're fighting the Brood.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that story where she fought the Brood on the island.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, back to the crossing. I swear we're trying.
Back to the crossing.
We're trying, kids. All right.
We're trying. War Machine is next, right? Or Avengers?
Yeah.
Avengers.
I was going to say, did we get through this Avengers? Oh, well, no. The swordsman meets his plant double.
Oh, the Kotati. Yeah.
Talking about disproportions. I mean, the proportions on this plant. Well, his plant swordsman. I guess he can have any proportions he wants.
Yeah. Yeah. He's not really supposed to be a humanoid in the first place.
Yeah, that was always weird to me. They're just, him and Mantis became plant people.
Yeah. Really weird.
Damn camera. If I hold something up to the camera too long, it gets all blurry. Yeah. So okay. I go to the building camera, then I gotta switch back to the one I use. Yeah. Or I'm just doing my Charlie Esser impression. Whoa. That's what Rob South. That's what Rob always says. He's always just like, if I want to do my Charlie impression, I just go, well. Live from Cell Block D in New Jersey, it's the Charlie Esser Show.
That's a great impression.
Oh my god, I put the crawl under there for the Capes and Lunatics, and I forgot that I had a hashtag Free Charlie in there. I did an interview with Erica Schultz, and she was like, what does Free Charlie mean? And I had to explain what Free Charlie means to a Marvel writer. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, it appears he I know he doesn't, but it appears he films from prison, because a lot of times he'll be like near his son's bunk beds, and so it looks like he's like in a blank wall, so it looks like he's in prison. And I had to explain this to a Marvel writer. I was like, oh my god.
That is the best. I love
this woman who's writing 2 current Marvel books. She like teaches writing. She has her own Kickstarter thing going, and I'm like, yeah, I make fun of one of my co-hosts because it looks like he's in prison.
I love it.
All right, so yes, we meet Plant Swordsman here again, and it looks like Real Swordsman gets taken down.
Very easily too.
And I guess the future Luna sees this happen, because then present day Luna's like freaking out.
Mm-hmm.
And Crystal's back in a swimsuit.
Yeah, again.
Oh, I see.
Even Death cries in his swimsuit this time.
Oh yeah.
Showing off those purple boobies.
I was gonna say, I see everyone here goes for the bikini, or for the Brazilian here.
Well, she's got to pluck those feathers,
Whoa! What are you saying? What are you saying, that she plucks herself? Go pluck yourself. Oh my god! But yeah, Quicksilver's got the whole massive Hercules build too here.
Yeah, everybody's jacked in this issue. Everybody had taken some massive roid rage.
I mean, this one panel where he's talking to Crystal, Quicksilver doesn't look like he has a neck almost.
Yeah.
Oh,
The swordsman in the beginning was about as jacked as he's ever been.
exactly.
Crazy.
But then he finds some weird device in the basement. But then, yeah, he's in some kind of trance, and it looks like a woman's talking to him, but we don't see who. And once again,
dear Anthony,
we get the tear. Oh wait, it looks like a hand. Does that ring anything? I don't know.
Yeah, dear Anthony, I should be quite angry with you. You were careless. Ugh, God.
But then we see, the Vision swoops in to try to save the swordsman, and Tuck is there.
As a spectator.
Yeah, because they start getting attacked by these two guys. But then, is this supposed to be future Luna's? Like, I can't hold the portal open. We have to go, or else we're going to get trapped.
Yeah, just as they're about to destroy the Vision. She's like,
Yes.
I can't hold the portal. We got to leave.
But then these two guys who attacked them go home, and their father is away. But they go to see their mother, who we see revealed as Mantis.
Oh my God!
Look, kids, Mantis is back, and you can see some underboob.
Yeah, definite underboob here. I remember the first time I read this, I was thinking, wait, wasn't she green not too long ago?
Yeah, didn't she
Wasn't
become
one of the plant people?
Yeah, didn't she become a plant like swordsman? Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they gave.
And then I thought, well, maybe that was her like projecting her consciousness, like because she could do that. She could like project her consciousness into a plant and make it into like a duplicate of herself, like a simulacrum.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe she was doing that, and then like decided not to do that anymore and went bad. But I still thought, why? Like there was no lead up to that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, didn't her and the swordsman either turn into plants and then get married, or get married and then turn into plant? Yeah.
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, there was a definite nuptial ceremony involved.
Oh, yeah. Didn't they get married at the same time Vision and Scarlet Witch did or something?
Yeah, I think they did.
It was a weird thing. Didn't they all get married by a mortis or something?
Yeah, it was at that the Priest of Pama temple, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've read that one, too. Yeah, I think a mortis was presiding over that ceremony, which is weird because he's always had a thing for the Scarlet Witch. So
yeah, that is weird. That's
so weird.
Well, I guess not many people would let you marry a robot, but you know.
Yeah, well,
sorry, Lilith. She literally told me she's looking into sex robot technology. She's gonna build herself a perfect man.
I told her I'll help with the development.
That was the joke the other day when I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna do that Heroes Reborn, and she's like, I don't want to do it. She said she'll send you an autographed Rick Cosnet picture if you do Heroes Reborn. And I told her, I don't think it's gonna take more than a picture, honey. I said, I think you're gonna have to send him like a shirtless, oiled up Rick Cosnet to his front door for that to happen.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think a picture's cutting it.
Yeah, Rob Liefeld, Captain America, like, oh man, there has to be more there.
Oh,
if she's intoxicated, I bet she can do it. I bet she can do the whole Heroes Reborn. And I bet it'll be supremely entertaining.
Oh, I'm sure the language is going to be off the scale, so.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's going to have to be uncensored.
Exactly. All right, we're only halfway through this. Let's get to War Machine number 20.
Another one that really doesn't have a whole lot to do with the crossing, but...
No, until, basically it's just... Well, again, okay, kids, Rhodey went on a time travel trip, lost his armor, but then, this alien comes to him and gives him new armor, like a living armor, so...
Yeah, almost like a symbiote suit, right? Isn't it kind of like a...
Something like that. Yeah, like responds to his thoughts and stuff, and it just can appear on him or something. Mm-hmm. What did you think about the look of this suit? I do not like the look of this suit at all.
I don't like the look of it either. I felt like if it had been another character, it might look better. But for War Machine, especially as compared to the previous armor that came before it, I was like, yikes. I'm not digging it. Maybe I have to read more of this to get it, but
Well, I think it even says it's supposed to look menacing, but I don't even think it looks menacing. It just looks ugly.
yeah, it's very strange.
I mean, I get maybe they want something that doesn't look like Iron Man, but it's...
Maybe that was the purpose. They wanted to look as opposite from Iron Man and the original War Machine armor.
But there's
as possible.
But there's so many different ways you could have taken it.
Yeah, with the spikes and things coming off it, and like the weird, like blocky green thing on the chest.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's so like bulky, but it's like if it's alien thing, it could be as thin as you want, you know.
Yeah, it should be like
all streamlined, yeah,
sleek and streamlined, and yeah. But the helmet looks weird. Like there's some panels in this where you can see his eyes through the lenses, and some that you can't, and it's very strange.
Yeah, and in some shots it almost looks like the collar like comes up over his mouth, or you know, it's so weird.
Even in the back of this issue, there's a little 2-page spread about Jim Califiore's original design for the alien armor, which on the design pages it actually looks kind of cool, like to me, anyways.
Yeah, and again, I think it's another one. It's a difficult one where like some artists can make it look halfway decent, but some other artists it doesn't look as good. So I think that's the problem. It's too complicated for some artists, I think.
Right. Yeah, it's too complex. And again, like if it had been a different character, I think this suit might have looked better. But for War Machine,
oh yeah. Especially like if you were going to make this War Machine's villain or something, yeah.
Right, yeah, or like a supporting character for like not like a sidekick, but like somebody that helped him out. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, most of this issue, he fights like a big steroid case named Wolfgang.
Right. And we see Cybermancer again.
Yeah, that's right.
Susie Endo again.
Well, because U.S. agent comes to see him and tells him what's going on, so they go to Force Works to... Well, they free Hawkeye after they have to take out Cybermancer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Jim tells them that he doesn't have anything to do with Stark or his hand-me-down armor anymore.
That's right. Yeah, that armor doesn't appear again until they get back from Heroes Reborn once again.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I always liked that armor better. I thought that looked good.
Oh, what, the original? Yeah.
The original, yeah. With a Gatling gun on the shoulder.
Exactly.
So 90s.
So yeah, it was basically the only thing that had to do with the crossing is, he met up with U.S. Agent and they freed Hawkeye. Mm-hmm. They took down Cybermancer.
Yeah, it was like maybe, 2 or 3 pages out of the whole issue?
Yeah, not a lot. Yeah, like I said, a lot of that was the fight with Wolfgang and just like Jim's like ongoing plot points. Mm-hmm. All right, so the next one is Iron Man 322.
Yes.
See, I keep saying this, and I should write the Marvel about this, but like when you do a crossover like this, at the end of the issue, if it crosses over into a different book, they should have like a link or something that you could hit to go to that book instead of having to like jump out, search for that next book. And,
exactly. Yeah, I feel like that would be really good, especially for like Acts of Vengeance and those really big crossovers.
Or even like in the 90s when Spider-Man had like 4 ongoing books. It's like, you know, if Web of Spider-Man continues into Amazing, put the link for the next Amazing at the end of that web issue. Yeah.
And try to have some consistency about which part it is as well of the crossover.
Exactly.
Because that was another part that they failed at in, remember Star Blast? Where they're like, this is part 12 of 10.
Oh, they just gave up on the numbering. What was hard too, because like half of it took place in the ocean. The Fantastic Four and Namor issues, every other thing took place in space. So it's like, which part's which? Because it's like there's 2 ongoing battlefields. It's like,
yeah, and what's happening when? Time
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was
that would have helped the crossing considerably, is to have some some numbering involved.
Yeah.
People could know like which part they were reading in which sequence.
All right, so Iron Man 322 again, good cover, good art again. What's this one? Jimmy Chang and Sergio Corello.
Yeah, they're doing double duty again on this issue.
Yeah. And a scene we don't see a lot. Once again, Tony Stark thinking about his parents because he goes to the cemetery.
Right. And he mistakes this woman for his mom.
Mother?
Who appears in the cemetery. Mother?
Again, is that supposed to be Luna, like a grown-up Luna? Because...
Yeah. I am not who you prayed for, but I am who you need. Okay.
Then we see, the U.S. agent and Rhodey have taken Hawkeye to this, like, abandoned hangar, the hideout. Mm-hmm. And then Tony blacked out. He wakes up again in his armor at Bethany's, which is trash, but he can't find her.
You can't find her. Yeah, he's freaking out. And
then he's thinking about last issue where he's like, "Oh, I thought Hank was dead, but I've talked to him since he's fine." And but his sensors are saying the damage here is real, and Bethany is missing. Oh, you know what they're doing? I remember reading it at the time. I was thinking, wait a minute, are they trying to say Bethany Cabe is Mask? Is that what they're trying to do?
Oh, okay. That makes sense, yeah, because we get this subplot with Mask right after that.
Yes, that's what I was on.
Okay.
I mean, spoilers, she's not, but I'm thinking, like, were they trying to set this up where at least make us think that's Bethany?
Okay, yeah, that makes sense actually, because she had that bodysuit as well, and she was, yeah. Okay, yeah, that makes a little bit more sense then. But what doesn't make sense is this sudden shift to the subplot where thousands of miles north, a lone bunker braves the howling Arctic storms outside and in. And there's been no explanation about why the crazy psychic woman from the last issue who attempted to kill Tony is now hanging out with Mask, who tased her at the end of that last issue, and is also hanging out with the duplicate of Machine Smith.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Tony dumped them there after the last Iron Man issue, but it's just, yeah, because I remember reading this first time. I'm like, did I miss something? I'm like, unless something happened in like Force Works that I didn't read. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, it isn't really explained well.
Because she was nutso, and all of a sudden she's like sane again. It's like, okay.
Yeah, just hanging out with Mask and Machine Smith.
Well, she says this thing because, like, I mean, I think she might have been in the bulk, this Marianne, like in the 60s or something, maybe early 70s. But it's just like, she's like, oh, I got into Tony's head and, all that darkness in his head. It's just like, I guess from even back then, I'm just like, really?
She's like, I'm not going to be ignored by you, Tony.
I was waiting for the plot point where they were going to be like, oh yeah, why do you think he became an alcoholic? Because he was trying to like, to like self-medicate or something. I'm just like,
oh damn.
I was waiting for it, but they didn't. At least they didn't go that far.
They didn't go that route, yeah.
But they're like, no, yeah, we're under house arrest.
So strange.
I know. Then we see Tony go back to the mansion because the check stuff yet again. But again, the door opens, and Newt
all on its own.
Yes, Newt comes out.
Yeah, ready to neuter somebody else.
Oh, I'm trying to neuter Iron Man almost.
Yeah. And he actually does a pretty good job of tearing up Iron Man.
Oh, yeah.
Rips through his armor like it's tissue paper.
Yeah, ripping the back out of it. And then, like,
yeah.
Tony says he cracks the armor with, like, one punch.
Yeah. Smashes his helmet.
He says his powers draining, so he remote controls one of his gauntlets to grab Newt's staff and, I guess, shoot it back through the door. And then we see Newt whispering, "Excellent strategy, my boy. The only one with a chance of success, really." The pupil finally threatens to eclipse his teacher. So are we saying Newt is Tony's teacher?
Wow. Shocking.
That's what I'm saying. And we've gone from like, hey, time travel to, hey, this is a conspiracy.
Yeah. Exactly. This villain who has only appeared in one other issue before now.
Yeah.
Suddenly has links to the past involving Tony Stark and Iron Man.
So basically Tony goes up to Janet's mansion where the Avengers are hanging out. And says, yeah, and before, some of us were going in the mansion. He's like, no, full quarantine. No one goes in. Because he's like, I just met the man who killed Gilgamesh. And that's when Black Widow and the Wasp show up. And the Wasp is like, you got some nerve showing here after all you've done. He bankrupted me. Avengers cleaned me out completely.
Yeah, it turns out Tony's the one that's been siphoning her funds off.
Supposedly. He's like, my company could never do that, not without my knowledge. But then they're all looking at him, so he leaves.
Yeah, get out.
And Crystal's like, too strange. It's not like him at all to give up so easily.
Yeah.
Then at the end,
he would fight tooth and nail to stay.
Yeah. And then at the end, we see Black Widow and Hawkeye talking over the computer, and Hawkeye's like, you gotta meet me alone.
Tonight.
All right, Justin, one more issue. Force Works.
We're almost there, Phil.
Yes. We're almost halfway through this thing. To the whole crossover. All right. Back to Force Works 18, kids. Once again, have to jump in the app. I guess I could have showed some initiative and got the floppies out, but like I said, I don't have all these Force Works, so.
Yeah, I don't think I have any of the floppies of the series. I should go back and get some of those.
All right, so yes, Force Works 18. We see the crash ship. Remember from last Force Works?
They were attacked by those creatures.
Yep. So basically, the ship blew up, and then they're getting attacked by more characters, and then back at HQ, it's just Julia's daughter Rachel, Cybermancer, and Amanda.
Yeah, who is this Amanda Chaney character? Who was she like? Kind of like the
I don't know. If she's like a business manager or what? It's like
PR liaison for Force Works or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Because they can't contact any of the members who went down with this ship, or I don't know if they probably can't.
We get a brief intermission with Hawkeye, U.S. Agent Jim Rhodes, and Black Widow.
But they're like, Hawkeye couldn't have killed this, but who seems to be setting him up? Tony Stark. So
yeah, Jim's the one that actually makes the conclusion.
Yeah,
it's got to be Stark.
Yeah, I don't know why or how, but it's got to be him.
Yeah.
Then we see someone somewhere else working on a computer. So is this supposed to be the main male villain, or is this supposed to be Tony Stark?
Yeah. Well, they've got the red gauntlet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Unless that's a red herring, and they want you to think that's Stark, and it's
right,
because we already know he's up to stuff. So it's like,
yeah,
I can see that as being a red herring. But Rachel says she remembers Vietnam, so because she's looking through her books, she's like, it was here, but now it's not in the books. But then she's saying, everyone thinks they remember Moonraker, but he hasn't been around that long, and that's when then Amanda's like, wait a minute, she's like, I can't remember anything about him joining the team. Then the team finds that temple, Agafar.
And then he starts having another freak out, Moonraker.
Yes. He even said,
because he even says mysterious beings have been watching them.
Yes, he even says, my name's not Slade, it's Gustav.
My name's not Slade, it's Wade.
So they're getting attacked by these troops again, and
one of them says, "By the Conqueror."
Yes, Conqueror, you say?
Yeah. Ooh, I wonder what that could mean. Fisher says, "Oh, ladies, I think we're in trouble." As they're attacked. No quarter, no mercy. Exterminate them.
But then Amanda finds like a super secret extra like sub basement in Force Works HQ.
Seem to be a lot of those in Force Works. These secret sub basements.
But this computer down there says my tachyon grid and the chronography manipulation technology was created in Timely Industries, and she has never heard of it. Are they subcontractor for Stark Enterprises? And it says Timely Enterprises was founded by Anthony Stark in Timely, Wisconsin in 2009 AD. This is 1995, kids.
Oh, my. What could it mean?
So once again, are we setting up that he's going to become Tony Stark's going to become a future dictator, or is this the Conqueror for pretending to be Tony Stark in 2009?
Right.
Oh my God! Or are they going to pull a thing where it's just like, Tony Stark grows old and becomes Kang or something?
Yeah, it was him all along. It was Tony Stark all along. That would have been a real mind trip.
They pulled a reverse Iron Lad.
Yes. Arno Stark was really Kang the whole time. Yeah, that would have been interesting, actually. I wonder if in some multiverse that actually happened.
Could have.
Yeah.
There you go. There's where you can redeem the story. Do a what if where you actually make sense of this damn thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the end of the issue, as the team gets to getting attacked, Moonraker tells Julia, "I'm not Slade. Slade was just a part of my disguise, part of the concealment the priest wove around me as protection. My real name is Gustav Brandt, and I have been sent as a warning, though it may already be too late. Time itself has been harnessed for destruction. The future has been forsaken and left to die. The end of this world is upon us all." There's the cliffhanger, kids. Now, there's a cliffhanger for the episode, kids.
Yeah, absolutely. Gustav Brandt, I think that name had links to Mantis as well. I feel like that was the name of Mantis's father or something like her.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. They might have brought that up later on. Hold on, I'm looking this up. But yeah, I thought they said something about her father later in the storyline. Again, it's been years since I read this. Affiliation, Zodiac Cartel.
Yeah, because he was the villain. Yeah. Let's see here.
Oh yeah, yes. He was working for the French government in Vietnam, and he fell in love with Lua Nagayan. After marrying, they were hunted down by her brother for 10 months before she gave birth to their daughter, who would become known as Mantis.
That's right.
Yes.
Okay. So he was Libra in the Zodiac, the human version of Zodiac.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's come back a few times over the years, it looks like.
Yeah. I'm trying to see anything from The Crossing, but I think they skipped right to Avengers Forever.
Do you think that they didn't resolve that plot thread in ForceWorks?
I'm trying to remember. Once again, by the time we get to Avengers Forever, don't they retcon this where they're all space phantoms or something?
Yeah. Mantis and all of these people, yeah.
Gustav, and it's not even Kang, it's like a space phantom. Ugh.
Yeah. So weird.
Alright. Final thoughts on this thing. Oh, my head hurts.
It's weird because some of these issues had really nothing to do with The Crossing whatsoever.
No, that's the
almost
thing.
Like they were trying to increase readership for the spin-off books.
Oh yeah, definitely. But again, I don't know if anyone was doing any. I don't know if even Avengers or Iron Man were doing big numbers at this point. That's why we did. That's why they tried Heroes Reborn.
Right. Yeah.
Because
definitely, War Machine and ForceWorks probably weren't selling.
Oh no,
selling a lot at this time, I would imagine.
Yeah, kids, back in these days, Avengers weren't as popular as they are now, thanks to those movies. Iron Man, Captain America, unfortunately, Thor.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone was setting the world on fire. It was all Spider-Man and X-Men.
Pretty much, yeah. For the first half of the '90s, that was where it was at. Spider-Man and X-Men. And Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider was big for a long time.
Spider-Man 1, X-Men 1. They were selling like 1 million copies or more of that.
Yeah, those were breaking records.
Well, people thought that was something special when they came out with new number ones. Oh, little did we know.
Oh man, if we could only fast forward 30 years and see a new number one every year. Oh boy,
pretty much.
And 30 different variant covers for the first issue. Awesome.
Yes, we replaced holographic and foil covers with variants.
Variants, yeah. So now instead of buying one comic book and having some bits and bobs on the cover, now you buy 30 different copies of the same comic book. Oh, I love it. What a
couple of balls down the gob.
I feel like some of these holographic and foil covers are going to come back though at some point.
Yeah,
because you know how they do the nostalgia retread.
Oh yeah,
and we're just about due for the '90s nostalgia wave to hit us.
That's what I was saying. Cause they've been doing those mini series on '90s stuff, like the Genusville one, Joe Fixit right now. I'm surprised they haven't done any of those for those.
Me too. I feel like it's coming. I feel like we'll see some at some point in the next few years. Some glow-in-the-dark covers or some
glow-in-the-dark
neon covers or some blacklight covers or some stuff like that.
Like that
I feel like we'll see it.
Like that glow-in-the-dark Ghost Rider cover back in the day.
Yes. Yeah. And over at DC, the Spectre had some amazing glow-in-the-dark covers.
Oh, yeah. They did like a 3-issue arc in Batman, too, where they did some glow, because Deadman was in it. Yeah, they did some glow-in-the-dark covers.
The
Yeah.
Deadman. Yeah.
Batman, my favorite character.
See, I always said sometimes they did those gimmick covers well.
Yeah.
When they
yeah.
they did them well, they were cool, and it was something that you kind of enjoyed going back to because it's something unique and fun. But then they just started doing it too much, and everything was embossed, and everything had a foil little piece of foil on it.
Here, get yourself a shiny cover of Sue Richards in that cutout costume.
The boob window.
Yes, shaped
you
like
need
a
your
4.
holographic Sue Storm boob window.
Shaped like a 4.
If you tilt the cover a certain way, her costume disappears entirely.
Oh, that would have sold. That would have sold well in the 90s, man.
Yeah, it would.
I was in high school. I knew a couple guys who would have dated that cover.
One of her more popular costumes, I would have to say, with the adolescent crowd.
God. Nah, the 90s, you either got armor or you got naked. You know?
Yeah, you either had pouches or big boobs and toothpick waists. Sometimes both.
Or you got jacked like you got in some of these issues.
Yeah. Quicksilver looking as built as the Juggernaut at one point.
Yeah, nothing says super speed like like tree trunk arms and legs. Yes. Nothing says aerodynamic like no neck. I mean, I get certain people's art styles are different, but don't you look at stuff and be like, yeah, I don't know, I want to change that.
Yeah, like the issues that immediately preceded this one.
I mean, unless it was just a time crunch or something, but I'm just like, really?
Yeah. It's so weird. It's so strange. Like Hercules, yeah, I can see Hercules being that.
Yeah, it's Hercules. He's a god, yeah.
Yeah, but Quicksilver, Iron Man, no, that's foolish.
All right, are we done?
All right.
See, it can be fun picking these things apart.
Absolutely. And we've got more fun to come in the next 2 episodes.
That's right, kids. 2 more episodes. Yes, the rest of April, kids. So, yes, next time for part 3, we'll cover War Machine 21, Iron Man 323, Avengers 393, Force Works 19, War Machine 22, Iron Man 324, and Force Works number 20. All right, and then
I'm excited to read the Force Works stuff.
Yes.
I haven't read that. I'm kind of interested to see where this goes, actually.
Yeah, me too. And if that's not enough for you kids, and then we wrap this whole damn thing up in part 4 with War Machine 23, Avengers 394, Avengers Time Slide number 1.
Time Slide. Another one-shot, yeah.
Where we go get a younger version of a certain character, which leads right into Iron Man 325 and Avengers 395. And then we get the epilogue special, Age of Innocence, The Rebirth of Iron Man.
Yeah.
Really, Marvel? Boy. Innocence on on any version of Tony Stark? Innocence?
Innocence, yeah.
Really? All right. So funny. All right. Yeah, me and Justin have to go lie down now. I don't know about you, but my head hurts. All right, kids.
Yeah, I've got a headache now.
I really don't drink, but I need a drink. All right, kids. Send us your thoughts. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38 Capes. And again, if we're way off base, let us know. If you love this story, Ray, let us know. Tell us where we're wrong, or tell us how we're right. But yeah, just send in your thoughts.
Agree with us too. We love it when that happens.
Come on, Noel. This looks like Steven Splat art. Come on. I know you love that stuff.
Yeah.
It's not just for boys.
All right, and remember, find all of our stuff at our new website, tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. All right, Justin. You join me here every week. You join me on We Are the Night, the Batman podcast.
The Batman podcast.
Australia's favorite Batman podcast. Once a
that's
month
right.
at the end of every month. But you also record with our friend Russell. So
Yes.
tell us about these fabulous shows.
Russell and I co-host Gamma Charge, the strongest podcast there is. We talk about everything to do with the Hulk twice a month. We have Tomes of Evil, a comic book supervillain podcast where we talk all about the bad guys. And last but certainly not least, we have Predator and Prey, a Yaucha podcast, where we are joined by none other than the High Priest of Khonshu himself, Ray. And once a month, we talk about everything to do with the Predator in films, comics, action figures, video games, and more. And last but not least, the Lost Library of Legends is still coming, hopefully April 2023.
I shamed him into that. I feel bad.
No, don't feel bad. I want to try. I want to get into the habit of remembering to throw that in there.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
It's so salty.
Oh, that's going to be my weekend next weekend.
It's so salty.
Yes.
She's so salty.
Oh, I'm so excited for that.
Oh, I'm going to be putting pictures up. Oh, my God.
Yes.
I told her, I'm like, it's going to be my birthday. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to ask you for weird stuff. Like, I'm like, I think I need to get your picture on the Easter Bunny's lap. And she's like, no. Like,
oh, that needs to happen.
I know.
That needs to happen.
And then she's trying to talk me into it. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, if we both did it, that might be like the new logo for Salty and Petty, you know?
Actually, yes. Now that you mention it,
I literally said, it could be me making a weird face and like you holding a fake gun to the Easter Bunny's head. She's like, fake. She goes, fake. Oh, Lilith.
I love that idea. Yeah, that should be the new cover photo for Salty and Petty.
Oh yeah. We're going to Red Robin. Where I'm gonna get a picture of her in front of the sign for the 1969 logger. So
yes. Oh, nice. Perfect.
that's good. Oh yeah, I want so many pictures for social media.
Yes.
Well, we're definitely going to take pictures of back issue bins and long boxes. Be like, Ray, look at.
Yes, look at all this treasure trove of 50-cent comics.
The amber waves of comics, yes.
Yeah. I bet you guys will find The Crossing in there.
Probably multiple copies.
Multiple copies, near mint.
Probably
of The Crossing #1.
Probably enough to send to all our patrons. That's right, kids. Join our Patreon elite like Justin over here.
That's right. Join me in the Patreon elite and you'll get your own near mint copy of The Crossing #1.
Oh my God. If I sent the whole crossover to you guys, I bet you would probably the shipping would probably cost more than the actual issues.
It would.
24 issues, the shipping would probably cost, well, for Ray, definitely, but yeah, probably for you guys too.
It costs like $100 to ship that to Ray.
Here, Ray, read this in 6 months when it gets to you. All right.
Yeah, you don't want to wait till The Crossing Omnibus comes out.
You can't even get some good stuff from the 90s and collect. They haven't collected in trades. Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right, kids. Thank you for joining us again. More Crossing in 1 week. 2 more episodes. 2 more episodes of this.
Yes, the crapping continues all month long in Marvel Tales.
And then we'll start the first 2 months of May, joining in with me and Lilith's events. Frank Miller May.
Yes, we're doing a special in May.
Happy Mother's Day.